frame and also with the glass inserted inside. Also, you're going to need the solder, something to measure, scissors, and we're going to have the flux pen there will be used. That'll show you how to use that after. One of the things you're going to need is a good soldering iron. This one is about 100 to 120 watts. I find using it on the plate is just fine. It holds the heat very well, and there's less of a chance that it's going to roll over on something that it could damage. Okay, I've just finished soldering this one right here. I'm going to be doing the other one now. And again, with the flux pen, you need to rub it like so, all the way across. Not too fast, not too slow, not too hard, not too gentle. You want to make sure that you get enough nice film on there. If you look at the side, you can see a bit of a film. Okay, then these already been pre-cut. I'll just use this side here. What I'd like to do is just get it started at one end right here. The soldering iron is about 110 volts. Sometimes it doesn't take too long to get it started. When it catches, you know, it'll hold firm. There, okay, you can see that it's pretty holding firm. And now the trick is just to keep it straight. Start at one end and then work your way to the other end, trying to keep it straight on that white line. Sometimes it bubbles up here, like right there, so you have to heat it until it bends a little bit. Okay. It's crap come off the soldering iron. A bit of smoke coming up there. I got a fan in the background to drift that stuff away. I'm just kind of moving it slightly so that it stays on the course. There. Both good. Another one down. Okay, now that this one is finished, I'm just going to take it and put it with the other ones. You can see I'm getting quite the collection inside here. So right here I've put two together. This is one that you've seen before. This is another one that has its two soldering strands connected to the bottom of the other one. So the top is negative, the bottom is positive. I've just put a little piece of this green tape just to hold it together. So you can see it was soldered along here and inside here as well. So the next one will go like that too, but these two would solder to the front here. Okay, so if I connect two of them in series, then I should get a total value of about 1 volt. So I'm going to see if I did it correctly, and this is where you can check when you've done this, solder them together. Okay, I'll just hold it like that. Okay, I think we're getting about like 1.02 there. I don't know if the camera can show it, but I think you might be able to see it. It's a bit unsteady, so as soon as I move it, you know, the leads kind of move a little bit, but yeah, it's like steady at 1.02 there. So this is good. I've done this correctly, and now I can add on another one, and we should get 1.5 volts. This is a blooper just to show you that things are very sensitive here and it's very fragile. While moving this around, this piece came right off. It's still usable, and if I checked it, I would get something extremely close to 1.01 if it was. So it doesn't change it that much, but aesthetically wise, yeah, one of those things. This is another blooper. I left the soldering iron right on the plate for too long, and you can see the crack running inside here. So don't do that. Instead, leave it rested like that on the plate. It works much better. Okay, here's two pieces soldered together, and you can see the lines are relatively straight as they should be. Let's look at the back side. So you can see here where the solder, you solder just in these little spots on the back. The tape is there just to hold secure the two together. Taken in solar cells, and I've put two together. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I did that 4 times. So, and on the glass. So now I've got 4 rows of 8 sitting on the glass. Okay, here are all the solar cells arranged in the 4 rows of 8 each, and they're all interconnected. Okay, this plastic sheeting is an EVA sheet, and I've used a heat gun, such as this one here actually, to melt it on and secure all these in place. Okay, so here are the connections. So the leads here are from the top, that's the negative, and so then they're connected to the next one and to the next one in series all the way down. And we get down to that end. There's 8 down there, so I'm going to scroll down or zoom down here. And you can see the wide ribbon attaches those two in series down to the next one, and then that row comes back up this way here. I'll zoom out a little bit. I'm going to move this EVA so we can see. Okay, so now that's the second row then is connected to the third row. And they're all interconnected in series all the way down. Zoom all the way down, and you can see the wide ribbon attachment down to the last row. I'll zoom out. And there they are. It's kind of hard to see there, but there's a specific ribbon here attached. Let me just move this up. And so this will be the positive terminal. And I've got a wire drilled in a little hole there, comes out here, and then it attaches to one of these clips. So the same thing is true, that clip will be attached, the negative side that is, attached to here, and this is all just soldered together. Okay, I'll put this back down. Okay, that takes care of the connections. Okay, when you buy the EVA plastic, they give you a top sheet, this white material here. So I've cut this piece out, and it basically, I unroll it and just going to fit it in again. Okay, that EVA top sheet is in there now. It's all into place. And the next thing I did was put in a piece of plywood to fit in and hold and support all the cells. I'll put that in now. Okay, so that plywood sheet is put in, and that's just a 1/4 inch plywood. Then to support that, I put in these cross beams in 3 different areas, and I'll put that in now. Okay, so the job is done. Use the drill to put in those 3 slats. Now the advantage is that it's very secure with the plywood and the wood frame. Disadvantage is that it's a lot heavier than using metal, but an advantage is that it's a lot cheaper than using metal. So there you go, you just have to balance it. Here we have a box connector. It is quite a simple box you can buy almost anywhere. So we got the negative terminal, negative lead coming in here, and it attaches here, and then I've attached it to this unit. Same thing for the other side. Comes in, attaches it, attach here. Now I can use these things to charge up a battery. Okay, now before charging up the battery, I've connected it to a voltmeter, and right now it's reading that the unit is producing 18 point something volts. So that should be enough to charge up a battery. Okay, checking the battery, it reads about 8.8 volts. That's without any solar assist. So now I'm just going to let it charge for a while and see what we get. Okay, so here's the structure connected now, charging up this battery. Over 11 volts. Okay. What I've done is I've connected a flashlight to the battery. And I've got it on infrared, so it's quite bright, but it's pretty dark inside here. And it's all courtesy of the solar cell connected to the battery.